Good morning, everyone. Let's see. Oh, it's almost afternoon. 9 minutes till 12. I'm here at Walmart because I want to go in and get a couple 3 avocados and maybe 4 fresh tomatoes. I don't know what the name of those tomatoes are. It's not the round ones. Oh, you can still see that. But like the oval ones that they're kind of shaped like an egg and they're really red, and those are the ones I really like. They're so juicy. And I think I'm gonna get a 0 sugar or diet 0 thing of ginger ale. My stomach's a little blah, but I like ginger ale even when my stomach is feeling good, with a nice cup of ice. Let's see, it's overcast today. Yesterday it was really sunny. Today it's overcast, and I checked the temperature. It said 51, but it don't feel like it. I still have a cough, but not as bad, so I'm thankful for that. I did have a few episodes of some wheezing with the asthma Sunday and yesterday, but I have that Breeze Tree, it's called, inhaler that my pulmonologist had given me. I need to check when my next appointment with her is. In a few more days, I will be set free from Humana. So that will be good. Be good for me. What else can I tell you? Because I haven't, really felt my best, I haven't been doing much. I can tell you, I don't know if I told you, the trailer is still leaking, but it's not coming inside anymore for some reason. The handyman came yesterday afternoon, which is really not a good day to come, because I try to lay down in the afternoon for a nap before I go back to church at night. But when he's available, he has to come. So he came and he looked underneath the sink again where that 5-gallon hot water tank is. And then he took off a piece of the wood that he didn't put back. And he needs to. I'm trying to get my sneaker. My foot came out of my sneaker. And he was checking all around there, and he found some water, standing water in the corner. So I gave him a rag, and he wiped that up, and he felt around the hot water tank and didn't feel water. And so he said he was going to come back yesterday, and he would shut off the water and take the tank out and check it. But I texted him yesterday and asked him not to come, because Sunday I was coughing and wheezing a lot. Yesterday I coughed some. And in case it's a cold or something, I didn't want him in the trailer. The trailer is a small space. So he didn't come. And and then Sunday he went out in the back of the trailer. Now I say the back. It's really not the back. The trailer's like this. So this is the front. This is the back. But actually this is the front, because this is my front door. So the opposite side of that, which is the long side, I say is the back. And he went around there, and I went with him, and we could see where water was dripping. Now it has been dripping, but it's like the seam of the trailer. And then that seam comes down to like this, and here it's dripping. But when you run your finger or a dry cloth all across the seam, the cloth is dry. But then at this side it's leaking too, but not as much as this side. I know it's hard to explain, but this morning I put a bucket under there, so we can see now. Of course, the landlord knows all about all this, and he was gonna switch the propane water tank out to an electric hot water tank. But if the hot water tank isn't the problem, then why do that? So like he said, Sunday or Monday, can't fix the problem till the problem is found. And this has gone on for weeks, and my kitchen floor really is ruined. But I told the landlord that, and gonna see if there's any extra tiles around in the workshop there, because a few years ago, oh, I already told you all about that in the bathroom. So anyway, there may be some extra tiles around that the handyman can put down. We'll have to see. But first, the leak has to be found. It's just crazy how, you think it's one thing and then you can fix that, or they can, and then it's not that. So I don't know. Someone's going in. Well, this is Walmart. So I was going to say someone's going into Walmart with a blanket wrapped around them. I'm still trying to catch that last feral kitten. It is so smart. Now, the last couple days I haven't tried, but Friday evening I tried, because that nephew of my landlord's that has the other three wants this one. And I set the trap out and I set food, and that cat would not come around. And so I'm still feeding it and feeding Miss Kitty, and there's a couple other ones that come around. I need to, let's see, today is Tuesday. Tomorrow I'll try in the evening, because a brother of that nephew will be in town, and if I catch it, then he can come and get it right away and take it out there to the country to his brother, because I want that kitty to go with its siblings. Plus, it's an extra mouth to be feeding, which I would not deny any food to the animals, but I also have Monster and Sadie that have to come first. And the chickens are all doing well. Esther's doing well. I did put water in her pool this morning, but it's a little difficult now because the hose that I used during the summer and spring and all that, it's still out there, but the faucet, it's just up from the ground about that big, the faucet I've showed before. Now all that has been wrapped up and winterized, and so I can't, be messing with it to fill up her pool. So this morning I lugged out 3 buckets of water and put it in her pool, and it didn't fill the pool because I would have had to probably lug out 3 more, but I lugged out 3, and it gave her enough to get in there and get water in her beak, and she let it run down her back, and of course she got her water all muddy, but I did that for her this morning. I wish there was a creek. There is a creek way in the back of the land. I've been there coming up on 14 years. I've never been way down there. But I know my landlord's told me there's a creek on his land and cottonmouth, and that's probably why I've never gone down there. It's cottonmouth snakes. But if there was a creek up closer by me, I could just get buckets of water and put it in her pool, but I might catch a snake too. Lady just put her cart in the buggy. I'm parked right next to the buggy corral. And I want to crochet. I haven't crocheted in at least 2 weeks, and I want to today. I found a bag, a project bag. I know it has squares in it that I was making, and I want to take all that stuff out of that bag and see what's what. And I still need to make a video of all those squares that Laura sent me, that she told me I could keep and I could join together and make a blanket for the cats or donate someplace local here. I want to show you those squares. She also sent me, which is really good, it came in a big white envelope. It says nectar, and it's natural lemon, and it's those pouches just like that fresh lemon. It's those pouches that you put in your bottled water, and it's really refreshing, like that True Lemon, but this is not called True Lemon, but it's similar to that, and it's been helping me to drink a lot more water. Since I haven't been feeling good, I've really been trying to stay hydrated. And and that's what it says on that white envelope, I think. Daily hydration. So that's the purpose of it. And she was kind enough also to send some sugar-free cough drops, which this morning I didn't make coffee. I made tea. And I put one of those sugar-free cough drops in the tea. Yeah. Sunday afternoon, well, Sunday morning early, like 4 o'clock, 4:30, I boiled up 4 chicken breasts. And then they were already skinless, but they did have bone. So I deboned them, and so all that chicken and broth was cooked before I left for church. Then when I came home from church, I cut up 1 sweet potato, 2 zucchinis, some cilantro, and 1 sweet potato, and I cooked all that. And then after I put in I cut it up in pieces, chunks like that. I almost swallowed my gum. I don't want to swallow the gum. Then I put in 1 sweet plantain. So I had that chicken soup. I had it Sunday, and I had it yesterday for lunch, and I took a bowl to a friend, and then I had some left to have for supper. And it was really good. Oh, and I put in some turmeric. But when I made my bowl, I put in black pepper. But I didn't put it in the pot of soup because I knew I'd be taking a bowl to a friend. And I didn't know if my friend liked black pepper. So that was pretty good. And I saw on my neighborhood app, someone not too far from me caught a white chicken, and they put it on the neighborhood app asking if it belonged to anyone. And that was 2 days ago, but I saw it yesterday, and no one had replied. One person replied that doesn't live in my town and said that if no one claimed it, they would go get it and keep it. But I replied, and I said, well, I just live 5 minutes from the area that you posted, and I explained about how I raise chickens and have a goose, and that if no one was gonna, if no one said that it was theirs that was missing, that I would go get it and add it to my flock. But I haven't heard back. So maybe the person missing their chicken saw that post, or maybe the person that responded before me got it. The person that posted about the chicken can't have chickens in that side of my city or town. So Sunday I taught my class. Well, actually I filled in for one of the other teachers, but I taught in it's the class that I teach, but we rotate, and they were out of town, so asked me to fill in, and I did. And then this Sunday I'm on the schedule, but I think they're filling in for me because I also taught the Sunday before. But I taught on faith, and we had fun. We used the whiteboard, and we read all of Hebrews 11. Hallelujah. If you've never read Hebrews chapter 11, I want to encourage you today to read it, either on your phone or get out your Bible and read it. It will encourage you. It will build your faith. And so we read all of that, and then we talked about it, and then we went over the people that are listed in that chapter. You know, like Noah, Abraham, Sarah, all those people, Joseph, and we wrote their names on the whiteboard, and then we read what did they do by faith that God found it so important to have them listed in that chapter. So that was a little extra study, you know, for the kids. I teach ages 8 to 12, so that's a great age for them to be reading and dissecting what they're reading and all of that, and so that was just great. Oh, let's see, this lady, she said she parked under the other tree. Isn't that funny how, like me, when I come to Walmart or Kroger, I try to park next to a buggy corral. So I have it in my mind, I'm parked next to a corral. Now she must maybe parked under a tree on purpose, you know, but she came under this tree looking, and I heard her say, I'm parked under the other tree, which is over there. Landmarks. Oh, Lord, don't hit me. Big 4x4 pickup truck is backing out, and let me tell you, his back bumpers, I don't know if you could see it in there, his back bumpers hanging off, so he's already bumped into someone, and he came pretty close to me. Oh, in this car, Lord, please keep the car running. Keep it running, Jesus. Keep it running. Oh, I don't want to keep showing you that. Donna, who's a local person, a subscriber, and her husband have become good friends. She was talking to a doctor of hers, and somehow the doctor mentioned to her about a cream, and Donna is really bragging about it. I forgot the name of it now. Restar, and she ordered me a bottle of it. It came yesterday, and I put it on last night after I got a shower. You just need a little bit of it. I put it on my hands, on my arms, and on my face. And I hope, I'm pretty sure it's gonna help. My skin is so dry, and this cut, it's right on my knuckle of my pinky, and I don't know when it happened, I went to North Carolina in December, and I noticed it then. And then, like I said, my friends, that preacher friend of mine, his mother made a, well, it's an oil. It's olive oil, and there's camphor leaves in it and something else, and it's for your skin. She made it. And it was helping so much that cut was actually closing up. But I noticed last week I must have hit my hand doing something, and it started to bleed again and open up, and it's not been closing up. And you know, when you're diabetic, cuts and sores and things take longer to heal. But for it to be right on the knuckle is making it even worse. So I'm going to go in there so that I can get back home. Maybe I'll do a video of cleaning out a tote, because I don't even know what's in it. When that water was all on my floors, and I had plastic totes in the kitchen. I know one has yarn and maybe some projects that I started or finished, I don't know. And the other one has all Sunday school supplies. Now, they're not supplies that you'd take to church and put in the Sunday school room. It's not like glue and markers and crayons and things like that. When I say supplies, it's really, well, lessons, I guess. From me teaching over 30 years, I've just hung on to everything. And so I know that tote is all Sunday school stuff. And so those two totes were there. Then I had to move things, and I put totes and bags on top of those. My kitchen looks like a cave. Things are piled so high. And I did ask the landlord, because he was going to send another guy yesterday too. I said, please let me know in advance, because the one handyman is so tall. I mean, he had a hard time. I got just a little path, really, in the kitchen, and it's zigzag that I navigate with Monster under my foot. And I really need to know when the guy's going to come, and I'll just put those totes outside and make enough room. But maybe I could do a video of going through a couple totes. It won't be the Sunday school one, because basically I know it's in that one. But these other ones that have yarn, I think one has embellishments, I call them, from when I was making and selling those pumpkins that year. Oh man, I mean, I'm thankful that they sold. I made some good money. Excuse me. But I crocheted pumpkins till my fingers were to the bone. Every time I turned around at physical therapy, one of those therapists were ordering 2 or 3 of them. And then people at church were ordering. And I added extra things to my pumpkins. Like I'd glue on acorns that you buy in the store for crafts, not real acorns, but I'd add on different things. And I think in that tote is kind of like that stuff, embellishments. Maybe I'll even find my glue gun. A while back I needed my glue gun for something, and I couldn't find it. And I was not going to go buy another one, because the one that I bought at one time is one of those hot and cool glue guns, because I don't want to burn myself, because I can't feel on my left side. And so somewhere I have a glue gun. So maybe that would be a video. I don't know if anyone would want to watch it, but oh, the man in front of me is going to leave. I could wait for him to leave and then I could pull up. So when I come out, I can just pull out. Oh. I think we'll do that. Yep, we'll do that. It'll be easier when I get out of here to just pull out of this parking space, then back out. Yep. All right. Now, question is, oh, my wallet, you have it. It's behind the camera. All right, I'm gonna go in there and get these 3 things. Tomatoes, 3 avocados, and a bottle of 0 sugar ginger ale. His shirt says, "Thank you for shopping with us," but don't say where. It's not a Walmart shirt because it's red, a red hoodie with white writing. All right, I'll talk to you later.